Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rjpasini. Today is July 16, 2018. Thanks for tuning in. I want to go over a few topics today, talk a little about eBay, Facebook, and talk about YouTube. But right now, let's jump right to the eBay news, and we're going to bump out of this screen here. And I'm going to go over here to this window. And as you can see, folks, for those who are new to my YouTube channel, I don't read all the topics I talk about verbatim. So I basically, what I'll do is I'll give you the URLs. Oops, we don't want that one there. Sorry about that, folks. I'll give you the URLs, and you guys could finish up reading it for yourself, because if I did read all of these topics here, we'll be here all day. So I just wanted to share that with you. But let's get started here. Here we have over here, and this is from Yahoo. It's finance.yahoo.com. Actually, it's a UK one here. I'm sorry about that, folks. The URL is uk.finance.yahoo.com. And it says over here how a former eBay employee is inspiring kids to become tomorrow's problem solvers. It goes on to say over here, Sandra Olin was a busy woman, busy working mom, trying to find a fun project for her children and to get them away from screen time. It says I had 2 kids, 3 and 5, and wanted to get them exposure to hands-on activities and let them exercise creatively. Lynn told CNBC on the Money and interview, finding the projects for the children to do was harder than she thought it would be. And it goes on to tell you here that she came out with this in 20. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to start skipping around here. So the rest is up to you if you want to finish reading up on it. But it goes on to say here, in 2011, Lynn co-founded Kiwi Company, creating a package of selling activities designed for kids inside every box. She explained you get all the components to make the project or set up projects. And then it goes over here. One of the driving factors was actually to bring her kids, was trying to get her kids hands-on and really exercise their creativity and learning how the materials interact and understand spatial relations, and hopefully just to really seeing themselves as creative problem solvers. It's a good thing what she's doing. I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's never too early for kids to start learning, to even teach them in certain cases how to do their finances, how to save money. I read a while back on another financial site I watch, and they would talk about getting kids at a young age and start teaching about finances, how to start saving money, how to put money away for the future, and inspiring kids to take hold in their finances and to become better. When it comes to growing older and how to manage and invest your money. So I think that's a good thing what this lady's doing. So again, I'm not going to read the whole story though, folks. If you want to check this out, you go to uk.finance.yahoo.com, and you could just check this out, or you could do a Google search on it. Okay, let's bump right along here, because I got some other topics I want to talk about. Over here, this is from portader.online.com if you want to read the story. It says over here, Walmart surpasses eBay and online retail visitors. It goes on to say, again, I'm not going to read this whole thing. It says over here, what we looked at is top 15 online retail sites visited by shoppers in the U.S. and how they scored number of visitors in May of 2018. Why it matters: Walmart's hard-fought effort to build an online presence has put it ahead of eBay in the number of online visitors. The Bentonville, Arkansas brick-and-mortar retailer surged ahead of eBay by nearly 5,000 visitors in May 2018. But e-commerce behemoth Amazon still leads nearly double the number of monthly online visitors compared to the traditional retail Walmart. And then it goes over here to talk about what they have, who's ranking high. Of course, Amazon's going to come in, Walmart and eBay. They have other ones over here, Target, Home Depot, and so on and so forth. And the last one on the block is Kohl's Corporation with 33,000 total visits. So, well, I guess it's not too bad. eBay fell in the 3rd place. It's not bad, but it's getting there. It'll get there. If you want to read this here, again, you could just go over to Portader. It sounds like potato, right? Portader, that's what it's here, .online.com, and you could read this story here. All right, let's move right along, folks. Wisconsin says, now this is from ecommercebytes.com. I love this site. This one here is my most informative one. I always get Google alerts and eBay alerts from different sources, and dealing with e-commerce, and this is one of my favorites. But it says over here, this one came out on Saturday, July 14th. Sorry, folks, it's a little late, a couple days late. Sometimes I can't always get to do the reseller news because I got my own personal things that pop up throughout the course of the day. I really do apologize. It says over here, Wisconsin sends sales tax notice to sellers. And this is a person writing into Ina. Ina Steiner is the person who founded and created the ecommercebytes.com. Dear Ina, here's some more information on the new sales tax rulings. We received an email from an out-of-state Wisconsin sales tax entity today. They will be starting the new tax regulation on October 1st, following the South Dakota versus Wayfair recent ruling. It says over here there are one of 24 states that are working with the entity, streamlinesalestax.org. The site has a lot of information on it, a lot of info on what is happening before October 1st. It goes on to say over here you'll be able to register on their site for all 24 states at once at no cost. They also have a certified service provider, CSP, that can be contracted to take care of all the tax payments. No idea of the cost. They also state that resale exemptions apply on sales, and they will adhere to 100,000 or 200 sales per state exemption. What other 22 states that charge what we'll do is $1 million question. And it says, hope this helps a bit, M Gallery. Yes, that's going to be very interesting to see how this is all going to play out. Again, I don't know, it's the first time I'm reading this here, and at the streamlinesalestax.org, you might want to try it on. It's an active hyperlink. If you click it on, it'll take you to that site. We got to see how this all plays out, folks. I mean, it is what it is. That we heard about this here months ago, so it's not like new news to us. So we just gotta have to learn to deal with it and see how it works out when that time comes. It's actually implemented. We'll see how that is. Let's move right along. All right, let's bump out of this screen here. Here's one. It says over here, seller. This one came out July 12, 2018, of course. Same company, E-commerce Bytes. Seller questions eBay commitment to stores feature. Same thing. Dear Ina, the July update has ushered in many unannounced changes to eBay stores. Banner headers and seller-defined categories have disappeared from most of the stores except for a chosen few. The store search box is gone, making it impossible to navigate inside the store. If you reorder an item from a known seller, they are down losing business. The little colored store door under the seller's name is being phased out and placed with the bland visit store link. I don't have a store, folks. I don't want one. I give enough money every month to eBay and seller fees, insertion fees and so on and so forth. For those who do have stores, if you want to read the rest of the story here, if you want to read it, follow up on it, and drop us a comment, I'd like to hear what you have to say on it. These stories I do like on e-commerce Bytes because I'll tell you why. I love to read the comments from the people when you scroll down to read the comments. I like this one here, just for curiosity. Here it says, eBay is not the big dog, OTS, whatever. Not even a little dog anymore. They're just another Wish.com company now, right? And then it's got this over here. Another person's writing in, says eBay could not let sellers know about any changes because they needed the revenue from the stores to continue while their sales flounder. eBay stated that the things they were doing to get tougher while this transaction took place. They made sure that they were taken care of once again at the expense of their so-called partners. Folks, like I said again, this doesn't affect me. I don't deal with the stores, but for those who do have eBay stores, you might want to follow up on this here and read a little more about it. Okay, you could check this out on ecommercebytes.com. And let's bump to the next one here. Now this one here, again, I should have moved it over a little. I'm sorry, folks. I kind of took it out of order here. This was July 14th, 2018. This came out. Sales tax victory is not assured for all states. It says over here, same company, by the way, ecommercebytes.com. A new analyst of the Supreme Court ruling South Dakota versus Wayfair offers a ray of hope for small online sellers who are worried about the burden of collecting and remitting sales tax across the United States. But it also highlights the uncertainty left in its wake. Tax attorneys with Jones Walker examined what the end of Quill's standard of physical nexus would mean for a single state, Louisiana, and what is described as a state's 63 autonomous parish taxing jurisdictions that levy and administer and collect local sales and use tax on behalf of the numerous cities, towns, districts, and other local jurisdictions. Again, folks, we all know what's going on with this here. It sounds good at one point, but like I said, once they start finalizing and ironing out the bugs, we'll see what it's really going to be like. I mean, this is good to read. This is good reading info here for those who are interested in the sales tax. You might want to check this out again. And this is on ecommercebytes.com. Okay, what I want to talk about is here. The reason you're probably saying, okay, what happened? Why are we jumping now with this here on Bonanza here? This is my store, my Bonanza store, and for those who know, I'm just trying to get to it over here. I'm sorry, folks. Let me get to my booth. I like Bonanza. The other day I did a video, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, I can't remember because I'm making so many videos lately. You know, for those who aren't familiar, Bonanza is another selling platform. Okay, it's not a bad one. I don't make a lot of sales off it. The only thing that's good about it is you could import your listings from eBay onto Bonanza. But here's the problem. Now, the other day I told you I made a sale on Bonanza, and I did make a sale, technically, but what had happened was the buyer, or I should say Bonanza, didn't update that the item was sold on eBay. So what I want to, shell out to my followers and viewers on this here, for those who do sell on Bonanza, do yourself a favor. Once you sell something on eBay, go to the Bonanza and update your listings, because what happened was, because Bonanza didn't update their website, a buyer from Bonanza made a purchase of a printer that I sold on eBay. So all it did was create a problem. But here's what I did in lieu of that. I contacted the buyer via my email, and let the buyer know that the item I have is no longer available, and I have another printer that if they're interested in, they could buy that. I'm going to let them have it for the same price. As a courtesy thing, I was asking more, but because of what happened with Bonanza, I'm willing to give it to them for the same price. I messaged the buyer. I'm still holding on to the funds. It's in PayPal. I told him, I said, if you want, I gave him the information. I give them the benefit of the doubt. If you want this printer, there's nothing to do. I'll just leave the money in the account. I will pack it up and ship it out to you. If not, please contact me, let me know, and I'll reimburse you by PayPal. I didn't hear any word from them, so I know what's going to happen with this here. The seller is probably not going to get back to me right away, and most likely is going to complain to Bonanza, because I don't think these sellers, I don't think the buyers on Bonanza read the information right away. When a seller wants to contact them, I don't think they read it right. At least this particular buyer is not. I mean, this is the second time I replied to this buyer and let them know what's going on, and I didn't get anything back from them yet. So what I think is going to happen is the buyer figures I made the purchase over the weekend, and the seller's going to sell it, send it out on Monday, which I ain't, because I don't have it, and they're going to end up complaining. And most likely I'll probably get a negative feedback on Bonanza's site, not with eBay. So my thing is, folks, here's what I'm telling you. If you're making any sales on Bonanza, let's say first check your listings on eBay first, okay? But if you sell something on eBay, now this could be kind of like semi my fault too, but as far as I know, they automatically, from what I understand with Bonanza, they automatically update. I believe that's the way it is. I could be wrong. I don't really sell too much on Bonanza, but here's the thing: when I sold that printer, and I know I sold it on eBay, I know I've taken it off. Because like when you sell an item on eBay, you could take it offline. You could set end the item. I know I ended it on eBay, but apparently Bonanza left it active on their website. So even though you end the item on eBay, if you're selling like me, cross-selling on eBay and Bonanza, go to the Bonanza website and take it out manually. Don't wait for them to say, don't wait for Bonanza to update automatically, because I had problems like this once. This is another occasion I had. It's about the second time I had this. And I complained to them, Bonanza. I let them know, hey, what are you guys doing over there? You're making me look like a fool here. So people are buying stuff that's already been sold on eBay. So do yourself a favor. Just a little heads up. When you sell on eBay and you end the item, don't think it just ended on eBay. Go to Bonanza if you're selling on Bonanza and manually delete it out of there, because you're going to go through the same problem. Now, I got to wait for this buyer to see, if they want to do that deal. Some people might just say, why don't you just send the money back and be done with it? I want to give the buyer the benefit of the doubt. He was looking for an all-in-one printer. I do have an all-in-one printer. It's a Brother printer, and it's good. I messaged the buyer. I said, all it needs is you have to replace the ink cartridge. It's been tested. It works great. So, I'm going to hold off on it like that there. Not that I'm going to keep the person's money, of course not. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. If the buyer wants it, fine. He don't have to do nothing. I'll pack it up, ship it to him. If he decides he don't want it, then I send him his money back, refund everything. I refund him. He gets a full refund. But just keep that in mind, folks. The other thing I want to talk about, I'm going to bump out of here. Well, actually, I just bump out of here. All right, whatever. As you guys know, Facebook, with all their security and everything going on with, fake news and all that other nonsense going on in the social media world here, so to speak, I have two Facebook groups, folks. I have the business one, which you're seeing here. It's the eBay Top Rated Sellers one. All right, that's what this is, the eBay Top Rated Sellers. See, it's right here. Okay. I get all different types of things posted on here, as you can see, a little girl here. Then I posted over here from Social Blade, from vidIQ. And recently, I mentioned in my other video about how people were leaving nasty comments on Facebook, on the business one. And I deleted them. I removed them from the group. Okay, I left some groups because I didn't like the content they were putting out. I just didn't want to be part of those groups anymore. And a couple of people I unfriended, and a couple of people I just took right off, removed them from my group. I didn't like the the insults I was getting from these two particular people, which I think is very unfair. You don't go on someone's group and say something insulting to that person, and then expect to just stay there and be active on the group. I took them off. Okay. So I found out later on, after all that's going on, I click on over here. Now, what do you find wrong with this? This is from Social Blade. Okay, this is from me. Okay, I'm just letting the people on my Facebook group know that it's a statistics, like how many. It's telling you the subscriber count. I found that when I click on the like, right now, mind you, I could comment on this, I could share. Okay, now when I go over here. Okay, now it's saying like, and they might have just fixed this, folks, because this is Bizarro World here, okay? Now, they must have just fixed this, because I'll tell you what I was getting. This is the message I was getting, okay? Now, I messaged them twice, okay? Now, if you look over here, it says you're temporarily restricted from liking posts, pages, and comments for reviewing pages. This is because there's been some unusual activity in your account. Your account will be limited until August 14th, at 6:20 a.m. If you think this is you're seeing this by mistake, please let us know. Now, this is the Bizarro World here, because you see this message was posted here. Am I correct? Right. Okay. I didn't post this up here. I didn't put this there by itself. This is what happened when I clicked the like. Now, Facebook, I did complain to them on 2 occasions. They may have just corrected it. All right. They may have just corrected this problem, but I'm telling you, when I click the like on, this is what happened. And you can see it says it right here. It says you are temporarily restricted from liking post. Okay? You've seen it. All right? Now, this is what happened the last time. I got this message right now. I'm going to click this here. Now, I don't know if it's with certain groups, but let me go back to this one again. Let's see what happens when I click on this one. This is for Filmora. Let's see what happens here. Okay. You see, they must have fixed this. because that message I received before, they apparently they must have, because I was getting them left and right. Every time I clicked on a different website, a different liking, I was getting these things here. Let's see. Now this is a post I put. Let's see what happens with this. Okay, they must have fixed it, folks. That's all I could say, because that message was on this particular this one right here, the group. All right. Now I don't know, excuse me, if anybody else is getting these here, but as you've seen, that's the message I received. Okay, that's the message I received. So when you click that on, all right, that's what I did. I clicked it on, and when you click it on, it brings you to another window. All right, now the community standards here, something's going on with this here. I don't know. They must have, like I said, they must have fixed it. This is what happens. Excuse me, getting dry throat. When you get to the community standard, I guess because I already had it open. Let's click. We'll get rid of that. It tells you the things that they're going to block you on. Now, violence, criminal behavior, come on, nothing doing. Credible violence, dangerous individuals and organizations, no way. Promoting or publicizing crime, not me. Coordinating harm, no. Regulated goods, what goods? I'm not doing any of that. Then you got safety concerns, objectionable content, integrity, authenticity, respecting intellectual property, content-related requests, and then you can report the abuse. When you click these on here, and you go to the introduction, it brings you up here, and it talks about, I'm just using it as an example, the violent behavior and so on and so forth. It'll talk about it. At least that's what I think it was. Sorry, objectionable content. Okay. For some apparent reason, it's giving you just this here. It's not letting you go into the actual window. Let me see. I tell you, sometimes, folks, I really do wonder. Anyway, I know there's a lot of different things. Like people go on to different things. People post different things on this group here. What can I tell you? I don't want to get rid of group members because they want to post their opinions, stuff like that. As long as they're not preaching different types of things that, as you can see, I got two of them here. When I click this on, let's see what happens again here, because it's kind of like playing a game here. Now, like I said again, I get all different types of things coming on here. People send me all stuff, and it's from other team members. What am I going to do? Do I just get rid of them? Do I tell them, I don't want this on here anymore? I try to be fair about things, but like for example, let's see if I click this one on here, what happens? Okay, all right. Apparently they fixed it. All right, but what I'm trying to say is, folks, is as you can see, I know this is like a real stick in the eye, right? That's a real stick in the eye. I'm laughing because I was going through that all morning, folks. All morning I was going with that there, getting that message. You can't, likes or anything like that. It's the point I'm getting is, earlier I could share and comment. But when it came to liking, now you see I put two posts there of liking things, right? Stuff that I posted, right? My own personal stuff. Nothing bad. Yeah, all is one. One was about Social Blade. Getting dry mouth here. Just telling the people, hey, my subscriber base is going up on YouTube. And when I clicked it on, maybe about a half hour ago, maybe 40 minutes ago, that's when I got that message. So what I'm trying to say is, with all this social media stuff going on, privacy and, the fake news, hate mail, all that stuff, that's not what I promote on my Facebook group, folks, okay? Just to let you know, it's an open forum. Everybody's welcome. You're all welcome to join. I mean, really, the more the merrier. I think my group right now on that top-rated eBay top-rated seller group is at 919 members. And outside of the ones that I, took off there, removed from, I didn't care for their comments. I don't think it's proper that somebody will, go onto your Facebook group and sit there and making nasty comments about a person. It's not right. So I removed that person. I even bumped out of some groups because I felt those groups weren't beneficial for me to be involved with. So needless to say, I got out of there. But I wanted to show you, the point I'm trying to bring out is with Facebook, there's really no way to communicate with them. I typed in on Google search the phone number. They give you this number, and when you type it in, when you call it up, it says press 1 for Facebook, press 2 for Instagram, so on and so forth. It's a pre-recorded message, and they tell you if you want to get in touch with Facebook, you got to go through the help system, the help form, whatever. I did that twice. Apparently, they must have acknowledged it, because that was what I showed you before I did this video. That's the message I got. The reason why I'm sharing the information with you is because I just think it's not right that I know they have to censor, and they have to make sure they're gonna uphold what what you're putting on there. I don't put crazy content on there. Okay, the only thing I put on Facebook is business related. If there's a problem like with eBay, like I posted in the past on my Facebook group, about the no views glitch and the other problems that other people are having, I would post stuff like that on there. I don't on my Facebook group, and even on my YouTube channel, on this channel that you're watching right now. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I have two things I promote: the His Initiative, okay, which is an acronym for Help, Inspire, and Share, and the Clean Content Channel, which means that's exactly what it means. It's a clean content channel. There's no discussion. I do not discuss religion or politics. I do not use profanity on there, and there's no crazy talk, okay, on this channel. And that's the way it's going to remain, But I just wanted to get that stuff out there, that last part. I want to share it with Facebook because it's kind of funny. I don't know if you guys have had an experience like that. I remember when I was back in the workforce, there was a glitch on a computer, and I kept going through the same thing over and over again. And I finally called the manager over, and I said, listen, I go, you got a minute? Can you come by my desk? I want to just show you something. And do you know, lo and behold, that thing, whatever that glitch was, they must have fixed the glitch or whatever. He goes, well, what happened? And I had to explain to the person. I said, well, this is what happened. And he looked and smirked, like he gave me that look like, yeah, sure it did. I'm telling you, folks, that's the same scenario with this thing with the Facebook. I'm telling you now, and I'm not lying to you, because you've seen that message, right? That message came from when I hit the like, and you've seen what it says. You're restricted or blocked from liking or whatever. Comment. Well, I know so much of the comments, whatever. But what you were able to see, I was able to do. No, before I even got that, before they even fixed it, I was able to comment and share. Okay, that I was able to do. As soon as I clicked the like button, bingo, I got that message. So I don't know if anybody else has experienced that there with your Facebook groups, or I have that's like the business one. I have two of them, as you can see. I have my one for Rjpasini, and I also have the eBay Top Rated Seller one. Now, my personal one, where I keep in touch with my friends, college friends, that work friends, that's no problem. That's no problem. You can click on like, share, whatever, and you have no problem with that. It's just the business one. I think what's happening is, I think what triggered this off, folks, to be honest with you. Now, the people I removed from the group, I don't know if they complain to Facebook or whatever. I don't know if they can complain. You probably could. I don't know, saying, hey, I was on a guy's group and he removed me, or he left the group. I don't do things to be mean, but I don't want to keep people on my group. If you're going to come out and make derogative statements, be nasty, I don't want people cursing other group members out on it. This group is not established to have a cyber war with each other. It's to interact with one another, interact with other group members. It's to talk about eBay selling. You don't have to be an eBay top rated seller. You could be a regular seller. You could be an Amazon seller. You could be a Mercari, or you could be a Bonanza seller. It's an e-commerce site. The reason why it's eBay Top Rated Sellers Group is that's because the way I put it that way. That's why I created it. But maybe in the future, I may change it. But I think right now it's going to stay that there. I think maybe that's another reason why my subscriber base on this jumped up the way it did. I'll be honest with you. I'm under 1,000 subscribers. I didn't think it was going to go that high. I really didn't. I didn't take nothing of it. When I first started, I'm lucky I had 2-3 people on it. Now it's up at 919 people. And I keep getting more people joining. Here's another problem I wanted to just share really quick, and I want to recap it really quick. I think another reason why this also came into play. I was getting people This is probably what they're talking about. They see like there's funny activity going on there. I was getting people who would invite you to like another person's page, okay? And I'm thinking, well, it's another Facebook member, on a business one, a business Facebook group, wanting you to like that particular group. And I've done in the past. I've gotten in the past. And it's probably one it's probably one group member trying to promote another group member, and I have no problem with that. But when you click it on, what happened was they had a video. It says watch the video. So I'm thinking, maybe the person on that Facebook group wants to do an intro, a little bio that says, "Hi, my name is so-and-so like me." I'd say, "Hi, my name is Rich Pasini. I joined Facebook group, blah blah blah," and you on so talk, yada yada yada, right? I click it on, and it takes you to an adult site. I mean, and usually this is the way it's working. One woman, this is the telltale sign, folks. If you get on your Facebook group, share it with me. I'm curious to know. One woman will invite you to like another woman's site. When you go there and you click it on, if you see it says watch video or the words "I'm single," folks, that's a telltale sign. It's going to take you to an adult site. And I don't mean an adult site where they're talking to selling adult clothing or adult movies or whatever. It's an adult site, if you get my drift, okay? Quote unquote there. When you see that, that's a telltale sign. As soon as you hear somebody saying, "I'm single," or whatever, and you got that little thing that says watch video, don't click it on, because it's going to take you to an adult site. I did that there accidentally. I didn't know. So going forward, every time I get them, when they say confirm whatever or like, I delete it and I mark it as spam. Then the other one was, oh my gosh, there was another one they sent out too. Same thing. Oh yeah, they wanted you to, they wanted to be friends with you. Okay, they want to be friends with you now. Same thing. You get these young girls, I would say probably in their 20s or 30s. So and so wants to be friends with you. Wants you to confirm their request. So, it comes up in your little message line and you click it on and say, okay, maybe they want to be friends to learn about the eBay business. You click it on and it's usually girls dressed provocatively, like, nice clothing, wearing their swimsuits or whatever. And right away, that's a telltale sign. I know what that's all about. It's the same thing. Excuse me. One's telling you they want you to like another girl's site, Facebook group. Another one, I think they try to like skate their way through it, thinking I'm gonna get this guy, I'm gonna get him, not me or not. So then they use they want to be friends. They ask to be friends. I don't mind that. A lot of people on that Facebook group, the eBay Top Rate Sellers group, folks. I'm familiar with a couple of other resellers. The rest of the people, I'm not really familiar. But you know what? If you want to come in on that group and you want to share your experiences, you want to talk about eBay, it's got to be e-commerce related. Okay? I don't want nobody coming on there using profanity. Now, I've seen it happen. A couple of times I had to hide the post. I didn't remove the group member, but I had to hide the post because they come out there and they start using the F word, and I'm not a person that uses that language. Okay, like I said, I don't believe in profanity. You don't have to get your message across using profanity. I see a lot of happening with sellers, and I'm not mentioning names or making a derogatory statements at other sellers out there or YouTube creators, but me personally, that's not what I'm about. Okay, if you want to have a conversation and every other word is with the F-bomb in there, that's not for me. I will tune out. I will tune out of that type of situation. I don't like it. Okay, people think I'm whatever, square or whatever, however you look at me as like, what is this guy? He thinks he's a saint or whatever. No, I don't look at it like that way. I just don't want to hear it. If people wanna, if you're into that type of entertainment, you could probably check into channels like that. You know, if you want that, you know, if you like I said, like my other videos, I don't discuss religion or politics on my YouTube channel. Those are two very touchy subjects. They'll tell you, I heard it growing up. My parents used to teach it when I worked and started getting into the corporate world. Son, don't discuss two things, religion and politics, because those are just touchy subjects, and you're not gonna, no matter how much you voice your opinion or try to get it across, it could be a heated debacle, and you can get into an argument over it. I've seen it happen. Okay, so my take is, don't discuss those type of topics. Now, there are YouTube channels out there, I believe, that do deal with politics, and they do have religion. If you want to check those out, then you go to them. That's fine. Don't get me wrong. I am not anti-religion, anti-politics. I do it on my own level, on my own time. But I'm not going to go and YouTube channel, the YouTube community, and start voicing my opinion about what I think. You know, this YouTube channel, folks, for those who are present, you know, that are already existing subscribers and the new ones, I like to talk about e-commerce. I cover other topics as well. I haven't done them recently, but I do the sneak peek videos, demo videos, and intro videos. I do some do-it-yourself and some how-tos. This channel is a little variety of everything. Okay, I may just come out one day and just talk about what kind of software I use to create my my website. It doesn't necessarily have to always be e-commerce. It's a variety of different topics I touch on, and you know, that's why, like, you know, I would love to have more subscribers. You know, join my subscribe to my channel, because you know, you can get good tips from there. You know, like I said, I mean, I don't know how many videos I got. I know it's over 500 and something now, but I'm not telling you to check all my videos out. But if you look at, you know, the ones I created, they're pretty good. I think they're pretty good videos, to be honest with you. You know, all my videos I talk about, like I said, it's basically with e-commerce. It deals with that, and there are some other topics I talk about, some how-tos. Like I said again, I might just do informational videos. Like I said, I've done videos in the past about the software I use to create my website, the hosting service I use, and believe me, I am not getting any affiliate compensation for any of those sites I talk about, to let you know. Okay, just to give you a heads up. With this YouTube channel, I'm not, you know, it's not monetized, so I'm not making any money off it. So I hope people don't think, oh, the reason why this guy's pumping out a lot of videos is because he hopes to get monetized. Well, I wouldn't mind being monetized. I would love to have millions of subscribers too. You know, folks, I love what I do. Okay, just to sum it up in a nutshell, I really do. This is the passion I always wanted to do in my life. I love creating videos. I love sharing and helping, you know, sharing information and helping inspire people. You know, and as I always say in my videos, for those who do follow me, and for those who are, let's say you're new, you just hit this channel and you're undecided whether you're going to follow me or not. That's up to you. I could appeal to you and say I'd love to have you as a subscriber. That's totally up to you. But I want to help and inspire people, you know, and share information. That's what it's all about. Okay, I'm not looking for anything in return. I'm not saying to anybody out there, oh well, you know, I'm not a Patreon you know, member. So I'm not going to sit there and say, well, if you like my thing here, subscribe to my channel and you pay a monthly fee, $10, $15 a month to watch my content. I'm not asking for that. You know, the way you could help me out, though, if you people do want to help out in any way, just by subscribing, that's great. That gives me a lot of inspiration to create videos and stuff like that, and become more in tune with what you guys might like. You might want to share some information with me. You might say, hey, Rich, why don't you do topics on, I don't know, maybe like what kind of equipment you use to do your YouTube channel, you know, or, you know, talk about something other than that there, or, you know, how did you get started or something like that. You know, maybe you could toss some ideas to me, and, you know, I can respond to you. I do respond to the comments. I tell people all the time, if you like these videos, please like, comment, and share, and I will, you know, respond to them, you know. I really do want to help people out, you know, and this is the best way, you know, having an open forum, you know, going out there and, you know, try to help inspire people. I've been getting some pretty good comments, though, from people. Some people do like my videos. They say your video is very helpful. I like it. Good content. Keep doing it. You're doing a good job, you know, and I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate people leaving comments as long as they're nice. I have no problem with it. I know if you want to leave a comment, as long as it's something that pertains to the topic what we're talking about, that's great, you know. But for the most part, I do love making videos, folks. And you're probably saying, geez, this guy's pumping out videos, so many videos a week, a day, whatever. The reason why I do that is because sometimes throughout the course of the day, I might want to throw a news flash out there. I also did recently I started doing a reseller weekend, reseller news weekends. And, again, if I can get a little bit of information out there, and if I get a small percentage of people that follow me, get a takeaway from it, that's the best gift anybody can ever get, to be honest with you. But seriously, I mean, if you get a takeaway from it and you tell me, hey, Rich, thank you for sharing this information. It helped out. I really like it. Some people may just watch my videos and not subscribe because they just want to see what I'm all about. But for those who do watch these videos and they do end up subscribing, man, that's great. And you know what? If you don't mind, if you could drop a comment in there, say I like your videos, they're pretty good. You are helping out. By giving information out, it's helpful. Please share it with me. It really make me feel good inside. But I know there's probably people out there saying, you're doing these videos, don't you have anything better to do? I love doing videos. On eBay, when eBay sales are slow, it gives me more of a incentive to talk a little more about eBay and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, that was the topics where I keep a pad here with the stuff I write down, other things I want to talk about because sometimes I forget. Just like I said, to give a shout out, I'm looking at the paper here about the eBay sales. I want to say I have been making some sales this week. Within a couple of days over the weekend, I think 4 items sold. It would have been 5 with the Bonanza printer, but that's not a sale. That's nothing real. I mean, that technically would have been a sale, but because Bonanza didn't update their website, that's not really considered a sale. It would have been. I wish I had the printer. I wish I had 2 of those printers. But for the most part, well, at least for this weekend, I got 4 sales. Right? It's better than nothing. Okay, and people might say, well, 4 sales, you're acting like it. It's better than nothing. I always say something's better than nothing, folks. I'd rather have 4 sales than not have 4 sales, you know what I'm saying? So every little bit helps. It's a tough market out there, as you know. I don't know how you guys are doing out there with your eBay sales. I don't know how it's going for you guys, how it's working out for you, if you're finding an uptick in there. The other day I did notice when I went on the browser really quick, I noticed a lot of the view issue came up again, no views. And then when I refreshed the web browser, I was using Chrome, they all popped up again. I don't know what to tell you, folks. The only thing I said in my other videos, if you are experiencing any glitches like that with eBay, this is my suggestion. If I'm just throwing it out there, whether you want to do it or not, that's totally up to you. You might want to call eBay up, their customer service support number, and let them know your issues and concerns, and in the conversation ask them if you could have a reference number, and along with that ask them, could you do me a favor, could you kindly email or message me or call me and let me know when is the thing going to come. Now they did call me up when I had a situation like that where the teammate told me, I called him on a Wednesday, it was a lady. I called her on a Wednesday and I explained my issues and concerns. Very, very helpful, very nice. I didn't get upset or anything. I just expressed myself. Told her my issues and concerns. And she said, I'm going to call you your time, because I think she was based in Philippines. That's where the teammate was, in that office. And she said, I'm going to call you Saturday, I don't know, around noontime. Your time, meaning my time, Eastern time. I'm over here in New York. So I said, okay, that's fine. I said, I'll be more than happy. I'll be here. I'll be hanging around, waiting for your call. And lo and behold, the person did call. They just like I said, it was it was on noontime. They called like a little after noon, after 12, and very nice. Helped me out with my problem. Was very concerned about it. Stated to me that that we don't want to lose you as a top-rated seller. It's very important that we try to work with you as much as you want to work with us. And she said to me, because I told her in my other videos that I have a YouTube channel, I have Facebook groups, and I try to tell the people on those groups and the YouTube channel to not get upset with the teammates. I said, try to, see where they're coming from, you know. And I was telling that stuff like that, and she said, well, I want to thank you on behalf of eBay, to thank you that what do you call it, that you're an advocate for eBay. Whether people look at me as an advocate or not for them, I try to be fair. You know, I look at it on both sides. I say to myself, well, you know, they're experiencing their problems. They're the foot soldiers. They're getting all the brunt of it. And I look at myself. I say, well, I put myself in their shoes. So, you know, you try to work as a team, you know. But that's basically what's going on with this here as far as that part goes. There's going to probably still have glitches going on, folks, until they finalize and get all these bugs out of the system. I don't know how long it's going to be. She did tell me I can't give you a time exactly when it's going to happen, so I don't know. But as far as the eBay sales, but the other thing is, I just wanted to give a last thing in closing this reseller news out. I just want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers out there. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel. If you like the content, folks, please subscribe to my channel. If you get anything out of these videos, give them a thumbs up. I will talk to you in the next time. I'll talk to you the next time. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is July 16, 2018 for the Reseller News. I'm signing off. Take care. Have a great day. Thanks again for stopping by. Bye-bye.